Ask a 50 goal scorer what the goalie looks like. He'll say the goalie's just a blur. Ask a 5 goal scorer and he'll say the goalie looks like a huge blob of pads. A 5 goal scorer can tell you the brand name of the pad of every goalie in the league. I'm seeing the net. He's seeing the pads. Wayne Gretzky. I'm Jungle Jim Hunter, and you're listening to 831 Living Your Best Life podcast, where we inspire participation, communicate precision, and empower performers to podium. And we hope you will tell your friends and relatives and those you work with to go to their favorite podcast provider or to junglejimhunter.com or YouTube and subscribe and download and click on like, rate, and review us. And become an 831 or someone that makes a difference in somebody else's life because you've been inspired by listening to 831. Well, the 32nd Olympic Games are over, and it's 13 days to the 16th Paralympic Games, which are coming up. They're just around the corner. And I hope that you will be watching those games as much as you watched the Olympics and supporting those teams as well. What do you see in your future most of the time? Do you get up in the morning and see possibilities or problems? When you sit down to eat breakfast, do you see protein or porridge? When you go to school, do you see potential or paralysis? When you eat lunch, do you see positive friends or negative people? When you go to practice, do you see powerful possessions of your talents or pitiful attempts to just get through the practice? When you look in the mirror tonight before you go to bed, do you see a promising perspective or do you see an impossible limitation? What you see all day most of the time is who you are becoming. Which direction is the flow of your life? My dad used to say whenever I was negative, "Son, you'll be tomorrow what you are today, only more so." So which direction are you going? I can hear the buts coming, though. There's a whole herd of buts, right? You don't know what I'm faced with. You don't know the challenges I have to overcome. You don't know how little support I have. You don't know what I have to go through to have enough time to get to doing what I want to do. And I can hear a galloping herd of other butts coming down the road. I've trained over 1,000 kids, and I've heard them from those athletes, their parents, their coaches, their friends, their teammates. And I've heard as many as 4,000 butts for why they can't do something. Yet people all over the world are faced with the same kinds of challenges, and somehow they overcome them. We just watched the Olympic Games post-COVID-19 pandemic performing in empty arenas, and we witnessed an outpouring of emotion unprecedented in Olympic history. Why? Because athletes all over the world had to overcome the desire to train with their teams, with their coaches, with people around, with family there to see them perform. And they prepared anyway, doing it alone most of the time. The way you see yourself is one of the greatest powers we have within us. You determine how you see yourself in each of these situations. If you have a goal today and all day you see yourself as limited, restricted, paralyzed, without, you have given up on one of the greatest opportunities within your grasp. The opportunity to decide how you want to see your life. You've already decided to play the loser's limp version of your film story before you ever attempted to try to play the victor's version. Once you decide to take personal responsibility as your right, you will choose to see potential in every possibility and choose to eat protein while eating instead of porridge. You will be the Christine Sinclair that inspires young soccer players all over your country to say, "We can change the color of our medal." You can become the Damian Warner, the greatest athlete in the world, as they like to call him. You can see yourself being that in practice today, making a powerful promise to yourself to possess every effort to your maximum performance. Now is the best time to grow in each opportunity to improve today's results over yesterday's. Scientists have studied successful people, and there's an amazing fact you should know. From the concentration camps of Auschwitz to the Olympic Games, the people that end up being the best of the best of the best are those that don't set a date and a time and a place when they will be victorious. They know that date and time and place will come anyway, and it is around the corner. They are not the ones that win all the time. They have discovered that those that have an easy way to the winning table, to the winning podium, that win, don't spend any time studying what they did right or wrong. because it just happens. Those that break through are those that look at the truth of the situation and find a way to get through today, looking for a small little way to make it better inside themselves by inspiring others to see what they can do today to nudge one step closer to victory. That's it. That's all they do. That is the way people become dreamers that turn their dreams into reality. Remember, the word reality contains the word real. What did you really do? What were you real today? Thank you for listening. I hope you will have grown and will be living your best life the next time we meet. My quote for the day: see what you need and do what you need to do. And that is what you become.